Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Monday, October 11th, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern. We will have a TFCC call this Wednesday night at 9 p.m. and a reverse aging health call this Friday. And we will have some guests on that call at 9 p.m. Great waves of peace flood our being when we are open, receptive, and welcoming of what is. What is what is, right here, right now. A tremendous power is instantly discovered when we say yes to what is. And why it is the way it is just the mind making up another grand story. Live just for today with an open mind, heart, and soul. This is how you say yes to what is. It is time to become a yesaholic. And if you do, you will see what you will enjoy every last moment of your life. For 6 minutes, explore this statement. The truth of who I am is. The truth of who I am is. Just pointing in this direction will spontaneously and magically allow you to awaken your highest level of being. You can easily transcend and ascend past old illusions when you are centered in the truth of who you are. All your unconscious, hypnotic doing and thinking patterns will disappear when you are present to this truth. What do you feel like you need to do today to discover more about the truth of who you really are? Knowing who we really are gives us permission to forget who we think we are. Forget mistakes. Forget failure. Forget everything except what you're going to do now and do it. Today is your lucky day. Will Durant. It's good to know that we already have exactly what it takes to move energy into form, create it to reality, or manifest whatever our heart desires in this life. There truly is nothing that you cannot do, create, be, or have. By simply visualizing, feeling, and knowing your life's greatest dream is about to manifest for you. You can learn how to receive everything you've been looking for. Get ready to learn how to start taking massive action and see miraculous things manifest in your life. Today is your day to get off the sidelines and jump into the playing field of your dreams. You are about to learn how to create an amazing life that you love, make all your goals a living reality. Excitement should be bubbling. Follow these 5 actions, and you'll begin attracting unstoppable success into your life this week. So enjoy it. 1. Choose one thing to manifest and be super specific about what it is. If you have too many desires eating at you, they will leak your energy and disable you from creating any one of them. It's best to focus on one specific thing at a time. That is the most important thing you want and need. If you want a new job, what kind of job is it? Get specific with yourself about how many hours a week, what you'll be doing, with what type of people, and how much will you be paid. If you also want a new relationship, body, money, peace of mind, and are more fun in bed too, you'll have a much easier time creating all of these dreams when you take care of your priority first. So just start with that one most important outcome. One most important outcome that you most want and need to create. And commit to sticking to it like super glue over the next 90 days. And 2, speak your intention out loud in future, present, and past tense. An example of this would be, I am so excited that I'm going to make $5,000 next month selling XYZ. I just made $5,000 this month selling XYZ, and I'm loving my job. I made $5,000 last month selling XYZ, and I feel amazing inside. Speaking these 3 messages out loud in this future to past order helps your body feel the end result and get super excited about manifesting it today. 3, write your desired end result on a piece of paper. Read it every day. Did you know that 90% of people don't write down their desires, and that 90% of people have difficulty manifesting what they want? There's no coincidence. I don't think so. It's best to describe your desired outcome in great detail in the present tense, and don't leave anything out. For instance, I have a new career in internet marketing where I make at least $5,000 a month working with authentic, happy, fun-loving people. This is anything in your life, physical, anything. Well-being. Take massive action out in the world as if your intention is already happening. The universe needs to know that you are sincere about your intention so it can support you in the best way possible. After you feel and visualize your outcome manifesting, it's best to use that excited energy out in the real world by making phone calls, sending emails, getting out of your house, connecting face-to-face with people. You'll see it's the best way to get the manifesting sparks flying. Massive, inspired action creates a heightened sense of joy inside, as well as a newfound awareness that you are living your life on purpose. Best of all, you end up accidentally bumping into the right people as a byproduct of being out of the house. 5, trust in the universe and allow its divine intelligence to guide you. Imagine that you could wait happily for eternity for your desired outcome to manifest. How would this feel? When you have infinite patience, you've tapped into one of the greatest powers in the universe. When you truly feel that you could wait for an infinite amount of time, having no anxiety about when, where, or how your desire will manifest, the universe will come beckoning at your feet. This trust doesn't mean you're twiddling your thumbs on a street corner all day and not taking inspired action when you feel it. When you trust actions, one day your end result will find you when you least expect it. Add a super booster rocket to this manifesting exercise by instantly reinforcing your understanding of just how powerful you are. And manifestation, moving energy into form, we do it 24/7. We don't stop. We don't take breaks from it. A lot of it's unconscious. And some is some small amounts conscious. But that's what we do. We manifest, we create, we move energy into form, and we experience it. It's never ending. But some of us will overload the process, and we'll start picking different chocolates out of a chocolate box, and we'll just start eating it because I want to try this and we just start asking for all kinds of things all at once. That's why it's always important to be specific and not just sit in a corner and stare at the wall and expect everything to come to you. This is about you showing the universe, this is what I want, specifically. And without expectations, where you have all the patience, you're not in a hurry, you're not forcing anything, you're not rushing anything, you're not doing any of that. What you're basically doing is saying, hey, I know this is going to take place, I've sent my intent, I have no expectations or really attachments, because I know the universe will deliver it. And that's it. Then you move on. Then there may be something else that you want to specify to the universe. Then you specify it. Always in detail. Got to cover every angle you can. Because one missed angle can create a whole different ballgame. The universe is abundant and overflowing with positive energy. Just stop whatever you're doing and notice this. The moment you pay attention to this abundance and you resisting it from coming in, just take a few minutes, meditate on all the abundance in the universe right now. Let your mind get out of the way. Explore what it feels like to think expansively. Know that everything you can imagine, you can experience, and that is a fact. And the only thing that changes that is you, the ego mind. And that's what happens to many, the ego mind. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure that we all are. And the first thing that we care to do is relax our bodies, head to toe, inside and out. And this is all the time. We're not fixated on it, but we just automatically, if you get stressed or something, puts you off track. And none of us are exempt from that because it happens to all of us on occasion. It's knowing closely to who and what you are and knowing that body, you're not the body, you're not the mind, you're not the character, you're not the personality. You're the God within it. So when the ego mind attracts things, and they come swinging in, you'll be there, saying, I have no need for this. And this is a low vibrational frequency. I'm not interested in entertaining it, because I've had a lot of experience with that. And I really know what takes place. It's always different, but it always ends up in the same place. So therefore, I'm not going to entertain it. And ego mind, you're not in charge here. And mind, you're not in charge here. The God that I am is. And you don't express that begrudgingly or angrily or combative, but you do it lovingly, kindly. When that happens, this is where we begin to understand that when we look in, not out, but when we look in, we see all of this pressure and stress and tension, anxiety and wonder and worry fulminating. And we also know that it is just a bunch of thoughts that the ego mind has thrown in, and this is where a lot of us get trapped. We embrace them. There's no race. There's no race. There never was. And there never will be. There is no race. We are not in a race to get ahead. Because we already are. The ego mind tries to convince us otherwise. No, you got to hurry. You got to run. You got to really speed it up. You got to get going fast. Time is a wasting. Okay? But at ease, when the body is at ease, it means it's not loaded down with all of these thoughts that have been created, energy moved into form, created into reality, and then start experiencing. We will eventually come to the point where we will literally direct our thoughts through the heart mind and create what we desire. It will be effortlessly and flawlessly. But yet we will know in specifics what is truly important to us to manifest. Now, when we get the body in a state of relaxation, that means that you're addressing things, maybe some you don't care to address, but you're addressing some things that will say, you'll say to you, well, does this serve me the greater good? And why am I being consumed with it? Why am I being so irritated and worried and stressed and fear? Why is this fear causing this? And then when you dive in and you discover it, you go through it, it's gone. It's gone. It vaporizes. And see, this is the funny thing about most of us, if not all of us, when we face those, they're gone. But the majority of the time, we spend a lot of our time and energy running from them, ignoring them, hoping they will go away. And we all know that that doesn't happen. Oh, yeah, maybe for a short period of time, but they're back. And that's something that we just don't ignore. We just address it, and we move on. This is how eventually you can get the mode where the body is relaxed the majority of the time. And when that happens, you're in the now. How do you know the body's relaxed? It's light. You don't feel heavy. And I'm not talking about weight. Okay? You don't feel heavy. You just feel light. You're not. And another thing, you don't have any anxieties or worries because you have left the mind and ego alone. When the body moves into a state of ease, there's no noise, there's no chatter, there's no bunch of incessant programmed thoughts running by. You're just being, you just are. You're in that beautiful void. And that is the now. We focus on our breathing. Most of us take our breathing for granted. We just breathe. That's the way it is. It's the body. But our souls enter these bodies, power the body up. That's the breath that sustains the body, that houses the kingdom of God, the God source, us. So it is divine positive energy. Not only that, but in physicality, it focuses us, it strengthens us, it relaxes us. It does a lot for us. It does a lot for the body. Breathing is magical. It always has been. So when this happens, we practice this. We choose to. And then eventually, we master it. So we know how to relax the body. We can do it at any time, at a drop of the hat. And we focus on our breath. And we're always in the now. The focus is to stay in the now. It's not easy. None of us can do it for any length of period of time. But as we progress, it will get longer, longer, and longer. Now picture in front of you 3 pads, circles. One in the center is shimmering. It's like a golden color. One on the left used to shimmer, but it's worn. One on the right also worn. Why is that? Why does the one in the center seem so new looking? Vibrant. Because a lot of us spend a lot of our time in the past, which is on the left pad, and the future, which is on the right pad. Now, we know the future is not there because we create the future in the now. And we visit the past in the now. So we don't go into the past and sit there. It's like this dank graveyard. Misty, foggy, no wind, just dank, dead. So everything we do in the now. Some of us reminisce. We have memories. I think we all do. Things will spark at some, you could be driving, walking, or just sitting somewhere. And it comes over you. You might be talking with someone. And so you have a library. It's a personal library. It's called your subconscious mind. You go in there. You've got all these books, all these memories, all these experiences. And most of them aren't yours. Because when you enter that baby body, you start absorbing everybody else's intentions and ideas and thoughts and everything. So sometimes we will go in there and we reminisce and, oh, that was fun. We look at the pictures in the library and the book, and we just visualize how enjoyable it was. And have you ever noticed that when you do experience something that is absolutely flawless, there was no planning, there was nothing. You just did it, and it was just absolutely wonderful in every step of the way. And the reason is because you had no expectations, no attachments, and you put all your faith and trust in the universe. The universe will take care of it. Not even concerned. And every single time when that happens, it's actually teaching us how to do it. Now, unfortunately, some of us will stay in that library, that past, okay? And we will stay there so long, and I don't think most cases not consciously. And we take it and we bring it into the future that doesn't exist. We create that future from that past, and we relive that past in that future. Is it a bad thing? No. Is it something you really want to do? Not really, because we've already been there. You ever tried going back? I mean, it doesn't feel right, does it? Because you're not the same as you were then. We're all changing. These bodies are. So when you understand that, you will not do it. And just like the future hasn't been created yet because you're in the now. Creating the future, period. So everything is in the now. It always has been. It's the way it's been constructed. That's how we quiet the mind. That's how we quiet the ego. That's how expectations and attachments just kind of melt away. So when we do this, and we're focused on our breath, and we're focused on the now, because the breath is the now, and the body's at total ease, that's bliss. Now you're outside the door that opens into the room of the true God that you really are. Now how? And in the future, when we go into the future, none of us are exempt. You could be doing anything at the time or the moment, and then all of a sudden thoughts come in, you kind of quaff off to the future, and you wander. You ask yourself questions. Is this ever going to change? Am I ever going to have something better? Am I ever going to have enough money? Am I ever going to be healthy enough? You know, when am I going to meet the right person? When am I going to have the right job? When am I going to be able to buy this or get this, say? And it can be stressful, and it puts the body in stress. This ease. Now, on the other hand, a lot of us dream. Dreams are great because dreams are the igniters for the universe to answer. That's why you just pick one at a time and you're very specific on what that one intent and desire is, that want, that need. And the whole direction is for us to practice and master. Master the body. Heal the body. Master the ego mind. Be free. Now we know that since we aren't the body, we can look into the body. And when we do, we can see the colored lights, and there's roughly 7. They go from the tailbone to the top of the head, directly centered through the center of the body you're in. And these are known as chakras, and chakras mean wheels. Wheel. Wheels of light. Now they're not like a circle, wheels like wooden wheels or anything, because they're etheric and spiritual. The gods that we are is etheric, spiritual. We flow through these, the gods we are. And we flow right down to the quantum quark in the body. And the exciting part is that you know this because you can sense it through your heart minds, that you know eventually you'll experience that. You'll know every cell, every structure, every organ, mitochondria, all of it, head to toe, inside and out. And if you want to know the true meaning of an expert, that's it. You're an expert on that body that you're in. This is why you will discover, we all will, that we are the power of healing these bodies. We always have been. We are the power of healing these bodies. And it will become effortless, automatic. We also know that the soul that we are, the God, the pure consciousness that enters the body, powers the body. Everything comes online. The sacred breath, the lungs produce, support you, the God, in the body. Without the breath, the body would cease, then you, the God, would leave it. Now the soul, heaven, body, earth, heaven on earth, literally. All of us are heaven on this earth. We've never been anything else. It's just the external world has distracted us on a lot of occasions. We created it for entertainment, but it's kind of funny when you're kind of blind and you really don't know who and what you are, but you're still creating because that's what we do. The entertainment, it can get a little whacked out. Now, every step we take, because we're conscious of what? What are we conscious of? That we are of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal peace. That's what we're conscious about. That's what we know through our heart minds and the gods that we are within these bodies. So every step we take, we're creating paradise. and we're shining our light 24/7, 360 degrees, expands out, affecting millions of us on the planet. Higher vibrational frequency, more intense the light. Not that you're turning up your light. You're not getting it from somewhere else. You're turning it up. As you increase your vibrational frequency, it's like a dial. You're turning up your light. Let's blast it everywhere, all the time. You're not going to get drained. You're not going to lose your energy ever anyway. We're all one. But you're blasting it everywhere, 24/7. So if you were to go out into outer space, which you'll be able to do, and look at this planet, you'll see that it glows. Billions of conscious gods in physical form. And you'll see that the surrounding universe, the light's pale in comparison to this planet because of the light. Flooding all light, the highest supreme value in the universe. Now, we also know, we feel that there are parts of us, as the gods that we are, that are awake, conscious, to a certain extent. And then there's parts of us, the gods that we are, that are asleep. They're not conscious. They're totally asleep. They are with us. They are part of us, but they don't participate in these meditations. They are not interactive. They are sound asleep. So we communicate with the parts of us, the one God, that we all make up, that are consciously aware. That's all the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Christ, El Moria, Abundantia, Pel, Thoth, Yahweh, Yeshua, all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, and beneath earth. All the galactics, celestials, off-worlders. All of our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. The galactics, celestials, off-worlders. We're only familiar with a very small group of them. Over 1,000 species travel through the solar system every day. Throughout trillions throughout the universes every day. And the ones that we're somewhat familiar with, the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, Feline, the Reticuli, the Anunnaki, the Nords, the Greys, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian. This particular group has been assisting us in our evolution, enlightenment, ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. Now the archangels, their civilization vibrates at a different frequency than we do. We don't see them like we see each other. We interact with them quite a bit. A lot of the times we have kind of a feeling, but it passes quickly. And other times it dawns on us, the more awake you are, the more you will identify and understand and comprehend. So when we do interact with them, and it's not usually during, but after, we say to ourselves, that wasn't just a typical interaction. That was an angel. And that's bliss. They can surround any one of us at any one time in the tens of thousands because of the fact that their vibrational frequency can hold a large number in a small area. You want them to surround you? Ask. That'll be. That's bliss. Now, the message is given in many different ways. It has for thousands of years. And it is this. Isn't it absolutely magna glorious, stupendous, spectacular to be alive in these bodies, to taste, to touch, to feel, to breathe, to smile, to laugh, to cry. To experience happiness and joy, bliss. It is. It is total bliss. And we are deeply grateful to have the opportunity to be housed in these physical forms. The Ascended Masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Christ, Amoria, Abundancia, Pel, Thoth, Yahweh, Yeshua. They've mastered physical form. They've mastered physical form. They've mastered inner physical form and outer physical form. They hold pure consciousness, God, form. We have ascended into physical form, and we are mastering physical form, and we are creating our experiences to perfect our creation. Now, the light energy beings, this planet, we don't see the majority. Because of the eyes with these bodies, we only see 1% of what is. So they come in shapes, color, sizes, forms, configurations of which we never see. But we are familiar with a smidgen of them. Fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur. And throughout all existence, because we are what we are, because we are part of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever, we assemble here instantaneously, consciously aware, for the liberation of this planet. Complete cleansing, uplifting, high vibrational frequencies, of which is our natural state of being of what we are in these bodies. Arm in arm, hand in hand. We're all in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, prosperity, abundance. And we're all one, and we're all God, and we're all love. And our God force, love, light, energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We form a circle of light around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now. This light emanates into our deepest core and in these bodies from the gods that we all are, the God force, the light, energy. It is so brilliant that it grays out the darkness of sacred space. It would take 1 billion trillion suns to even come close to its brightness. And we're flooding this planet 24/7 with the love that we all are. with the gratitude that we all are, with the peace that we all are. Saturating all life, the highest supreme value in the universe, head to toe, inside and out. Asleep or awake, makes no difference. Why do you think so many are waking? We begin to ascend above the planet. As we do, we're met with this massive ocean of glitter. It's everywhere. It's like a massive ballroom globe, mirrored globe reflecting light, except this is 1 trillion times more intense. Countless numbers, hundreds of millions and billions and beyond. And then we see the reflective point, so we enter it. We notice it's a little microscopic etch mirror. And we discover that all of us, in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever behind and forever, and the gods that we are within these physical forms, some not needing to carry physical forms. That we're teaching and learning from each other. Constant, nonstop. Constantly learning, teaching. Blade of grass, leaf on a tree, bark, trunk, birds, all kinds of different animals. But when you begin to understand that, you're enthused and excited every moment you're in that body. How could any of us get bored? Think about that. What is that about? Ego mind. Someone comes into your life, a squirrel maybe, doesn't have to be a human, looks at you for what are they teaching you? What are you learning? You don't need to overthink it. It'll come through the heart. But we're always learning and teaching with each other. It's beautiful. Magna glorious. Spectacular. We continue to ascend above the planet and are immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column of light that we created that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. Then we're met by the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is the column of light that we created to remind us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We are then met with the white fire. This is a column of light that we created to remind us all that from head to toe, inside and out, 24/7, eternally, infinity, we are imbued with a white fire armor. Nothing like armor on this planet. Way beyond that. This emanates from the God Force Love Light energy that's housed in these bodies. It cannot be eliminated. It cannot be affected. From any external authority, energies, frequencies. The lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies, they can't stay on that frequency. They vaporize. They stay away. Same with the demons. No possession, no attachment. They can't. The frequency's too high. They live and exist in the much lower frequencies. Yet, only you have the power that if you decide to lower your vibrational frequency low enough, whether consciously or unconsciously, Doesn't take but a blink. Through anger, hatred, fear, worry, stress, anxiety, envy, hurriedness, greed, manipulation, deception. You will lower your vibrational frequency low enough to create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so to allow the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. Then there are possibilities. Lots of them. Demon possession, attachments, all sorts of things. Now, if you do decide to do this, you are immediately met with a double column of light. The first is the purple transmuting flame. We created this column of light to remind us all that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute all this neutral light, all of these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance, sending them to pure consciousness where they are no more. Immediately connected is the violet ray. This is a part of the column of light that we created to remind us all that we can bring in the violet ray. We can cleanse and purify the area where these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies were, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, restoring our highest of highest high vibrational harmony, of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, and purest of the purest purest, eternal love, gratitude, peace. We are then met with the golden white pink light. This is the column of light that we created that reminds us all that the gods within these bodies of what we truly are are the sunlight, the sun. The sun sets, the sun rises. The oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the streams, the rain, the rainbows, the soils, the trees, the forests, the animals. We are everything, and everything is us. So the next time you view a sunset or a sunrise, or a mountainscape or an ocean front, or a starry-lit night sky, or a rainbow, we miss it when we look at it and we say, isn't that beautiful? We understand when we look at it and say, that's me. That's the God I am. It's a whole different feeling. It's a whole different understanding. Because when you say it's beautiful, it's separation. When you understand that you, the God, is all of this, that is one. We continue to ascend above the planet, and some of us step outside our physical form and hover effortlessly above them, if we're carrying physical form. Why do we do this? Well, because we can. We come into full contact with this massive crystalline light tower. It's larger than the solar system. It is absolutely humongous. We created it. In the center is an oblong sphere, and in the center of the sphere is this golden white bowl of light. And it is surrounded by numerous multicolored rings of light. We notice that it's continually sending out this massive electrified mist, and it is absorbed into us. It's like this warm embrace that doesn't dissipate. So we understand that the golden white ball of light is the highest of the highest high, the deepest of the deepest deepest, and the purest of the purest purest, eternal love. And then comes gratitude and peace and well-being, gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness, bliss, joy, happiness, tranquility, benevolence, great prosperity, great abundance, unending. And then we discover that it is us. It is the gods in these forms that this is a reflection. Now, at the top of the crystalline tower, we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 24/7, as it's doing right now, as it's flooding all of us, all life, the highest supreme value in the universe. And this is the highest of the highest high, the deepest of the deepest, and the purest of the purest eternal love. And you can feel it any time by going with the heart-mind within. It is all the love that we are, flooding all the love that we are. Now, we are all drops of this golden ocean. We also hold its essence. Golden ocean is the drops of the golden ocean, and the only illusion is separation. We see our meditative sphere at set center circle. We all created this sphere. Going on 4 years ago, it houses over 1,600 of our meditations in perpetual motion. That's all of us gathered every day, 7 days a week for nearly 4 years. With all the highest of the highest high intent, gratitude, peace, love, complete liberation of all life, highest supreme value universe on this planet. Into the higher and higher and higher frequencies. And all these meditations, they don't weaken, they don't disappear, they do the opposite. They strengthen, they intensify, they expand. That's why the sphere can be seen, heard, and felt, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Because it is. This universe is abundant, and it is overflowing with positive energy. Overflowing. Just stop whatever you're doing and notice this. The moment you pay attention to this abundance, that you resisting it from coming in, take a handful of minutes and meditate on all the abundance in the universe right now. Let your mind get out of the way and explore what it feels like to think expansively. Know that everything you can imagine, you can experience. We all can. I'll join you in the meditation. Return to close us out. Take an easy breath in through the nose. And an easy breath out through the mouth. Move easily and slowly. Through inner peace, outer power is generated. With inner freedom, boundless love is created. Meditate on pure consciousness. Feel the inner peace and the outer power. You will discover your divinity. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and the following morning. We will return here Tuesday, October 12th, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call.